I know this video is going to seem a little ironic because it's a speed paint playing in the back, but the vice still applies. Obviously, we all know what speed paints are. Speed paints are in the back of every artist YouTuber's videos. They're time lapses of them painting digitally, usually digitally. Personally, I've been seeing them since I started drawing, and they've been a big part of my life as an artist because you see them under every art video, not only just tutorials and advice videos, but also just like random challenges or any type of art content. But I'm here to say, as much of a big part of my art career has had, it actually might have had just as big of a detriment to it. The main two reasons being it sets an unrealistic expectation of how your art process should look, and it messes with your tempo. Now, Cynics has a great video on this. Tempo is basically the speed at which you draw, and it allows you to get in the zone of drawing, and basically like draw better. Now, I just described it loosely, but Cynics actually gives like actual examples and explains it technically in a much better way, so I'm going to link his video in the description because I think tempo is a very overlooked but key aspect that could help you improve your art a lot. But how do speed paints fit into this? Well, I think it's mostly unintentional how it affects an artist. Mainly since a lot of the videos you're going to watch on YouTube are speed paints from any art content, as I mentioned earlier, but especially tutorials from artists you want to learn from. They could be any artist on YouTube. Like a lot of my videos myself are speed paints. And I think speed paints can be harmful because not only they fuck up your tempo, but also they don't show the rhythm of the original artist and what they're actually doing and the decisions they make on like the colors, the construction, the lights, the values. Pretty much speed paints show everything in a flash, so you can't really learn anything from them. And especially in tutorials, like you kind of want to learn. Your brain is kind of primed to learn, and when it's like unintentionally looking for how to do something, especially from your favorite artist, it's gonna try and pick it up. But speed paints don't show any of the actual process they do. An example of a negative effect speed paints had on me was when it took me a long time to realize that I wasn't spending enough time on the beginning portion of my drawing, like the construction and like just generally setting the values and the colors properly, or refixing or reiterating. And this is because the speed paints just show that process so like quickly and then just immediately goes into renders. But I realized artists will spend so much time just reiterating and fixing around little pieces of their drawing that they don't like and manipulating it so that it can be better. But I just never did that, and I spent so quick on my drawing, and I was like, why are all my drawings turning out so shit? It's because my basic construction was off and my tempo was off. I was trying to be fast like the speed paints, and I wasn't really thinking about the lines I was making. Speed paints also mess you up because they set an unreal expectation for your drawings. Again, like I said in like my example, my shit always looks so overly rendered yet unfinished. It's because speed paints always for some reason focus so much on the render, because that is a big process of it. But like when you're a really good artist, your base should be, your foundation drawing should be like top tier. And if it's not, the whole drawing is gonna be shit. I'm not gonna lie, the speed paint you're looking at in the back kind of has this problem. I started it like way too fast. I didn't get enough time to rendering, and my fixing of stuff was just like kind of shit. And this seems a little bit contradictory to my other advice from other videos, because I say like spend less time on your drawings. But what I actually mean there is like if you're spending like 20-30 hours like rendering on a drawing, or if you're not drawing often and then like one drawing you do and you spend like 20-30 hours on it and you expect to grow, it's not going to happen as fast if you do like some 2-hour 1-hour sketches or like reference drawings. So overall, I do think speed paints can help you create bad habits, and here's my solution. What I do now is I try and take my favorite artists and see if they have live streams of them drawing. If you watch a live stream of a person drawing or your favorite artist, you get to know their sense of rhythm for how they're drawing, and you basically get to know the why of what they're doing, and that's way more important than a speed paint. Because speed paints, you don't really get to see anything again. But in a live stream, they might actually even explain what the hell they're doing and why, and then you'll be like, oh shit, this makes so much sense to me. And then like that'll actually help you retain like good knowledge instead of like, oh, this guy rendered this random like one arm in a speed paint, maybe I should do the same on mine. But again, speed paints are also unavoidable. Like they're under every video, including this one. So what I say is like, you're not going to avoid them, but just try and take them with a grain of salt. Just like when you're looking at a video, try and tell your brain like, this is a speed paint. Oh yeah, another point I forgot to mention, speed paints are very satisfying. That's why they also affect your art, because we're like, I want to have that same satisfying experience when I draw my own shit. Especially me. But it just never happens that way, because it's not a goddamn speed paint, and you have to actually spend time on what you're drawing and be engaged. So to pretty much sum up what I just said in actual better words, speed paints just make bad habits because like you're trying to mimic your favorite artist, but you don't actually know the process they're going through. So you end up just making bad decisions on your own while trying to copy someone else. What you should actually be doing is focusing on live streams and maybe asking the artist questions and working on your own flow and tempo that you can recreate throughout all your paintings. Anyways, that's the video. Here are my TikTok and Instagram. Like and follow those if you want. I post there more often than YouTube because I don't know, it's just easier. Hope you enjoyed and learned something, and peace.